What is up, all you people who watch unboxing videos on the internet? I have a certified pair of Hypebeast Lowheat right here. As you know by the title, these are, yes, Hypebeast approved, not high heat, somewhat attainable, hard to get online, but if this is proof that you can. So all of you who've missed out on these, I'm living proof to keep trying, keep at it, keep checking for restock alerts, etc. And someday you might be fortunate enough to cop a pair. What are we talking about? We're talking about these. The Nike Air Force One Low with Supreme in the flax gum light brown colorway. I got these in 11.5. That's my size. And these retailed for $150. That is 50 smackaroos more than the white pair. The white pair, which I have here, retail for 100. Yeah, I think it's 100. Everyone correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I know you will. I think regular Air Force Ones retail for 90. The white on whites, is it 90 or they bump it up to 100? Anyways, let's get to the unboxing here. I did get these off a restock. It's one of the Instagram accounts I follow or Twitter accounts I follow hinted there might be a restock, I think in mid-December, and I had my alarm set, I was waiting, refreshed the Supreme page, and sure enough, there was a restock. Quick fingers, first come, first serve, decent bot. Well, I don't know if there's bot protection on these, but I was able to. Oh no, I'm thinking of the Supreme hoodie, box logo hoodie. That there was decent bot protection on. So here we go. Ooh, these are clean. And speaking of clean, apologies if you can hear the vacuum in the background. I think the lady is doing a little dust sucking. These, look, I mean, that's a beautiful shoe. And if you are one of the few subscribers that I have, actually, I'm getting up there, almost 700. Thank you to all you who subscribe. Those of you who may be watching the video that are subscribers, I appreciate you. But if you've seen some of my Air Force One unboxings, you know in each one of those I've stated that I'm not really an Air Force One connoisseur, but they have grown on me in my old age. It's just the thicker sole. I was never a thick sole guy growing up. This isn't great for playing soccer. I like a lower profile shoe for the most part, and these are obviously chunky. But certain Air Force Ones have grown on me, and yeah, as I've become older, my dislike for them has waned. And certain pairs I'm down with, and this is one of those. I mean, I can't, even as a non-Air Force One guy, how can you knock this shoe? This is, I mean, take this away, and that's a great shoe. I see these Wheats at different Nike retail, or at Nikes, and they have the metal like hexagonal nut eye stay there, and that's just a really clean shoe. The Wheat colorway in general, whether it's Dunks, I had a pair of Jordan 1s at one time. Whatever they do, the mids, the Air Force One mids, always can't go wrong for the most part. And then you add that little Supreme hit, and then it's those who know this is just an extra special Air Force One. Now, it's interesting. Let's get to let's show the other one really quick. There you go. Same shoe, and they give you an extra pair of laces. I would have, not gonna lie, I would have liked to see the red ones, like that you get with the white pair. I think the red laces in here would be fire. In fact, here, let's pull out the white ones. The white ones, go check that video out. I did an unboxing video of that video out. I was able to cop when the Wheats first dropped. They dropped, and I knew everyone would be going for them, and I was correct, and I was able to actually cop a pair of the white ones while everyone was going for the wheat ones. The white one's a little too much, a little too New York, a little too dad shoe. This is just not me. I will probably wear these eventually. But look at the red laces on those. I wish the wheat ones would have came with this. Let's put those by these wheats. Yeah. See? I think that would be kind of fire. I might just do a little lace swap there. I think that would be dope. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I lace swap these? Let me know in the comments. And while you're in the comments, a little subscribe plug. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed. That would be dope. I would love to get to 1,000 subscribers. Okay, done pitching the channel. I mean, I like the rounded laces. That's a great look. Can't go wrong. But I think this would be interesting. I do like these better than the whites, the white Supreme ones. I don't know about the price. The price difference is so crazy. So the leather quality on these is just obviously higher. That's part of the higher price tag. It's got that real soft, this real soft. Is this nubuck? Not quite sure. This real soft, fine suede leather. I might be using all the terminology incorrectly. Now, I gotta be honest. This is not the first time I've had these in hand. The first time I've really examined them, that's for sure. Because I've also had them in hand in this pair here that I got from Supreme in Berlin. I just got back from a Europe trip, and I was in Berlin. I quick Googled where the Supreme was in Berlin. Remember, there was a Supreme that had just opened up there. And, of course, I'm in the city. I had to stop by, check it out. Went by one night, no line, unlike here in LA where there's always a line. And I was able to wander right in. And what do they have? These, just sitting on the shelf inside. Just sitting. They also had the trainers in black, red, and green sitting on the shelf. They only had one size left, but I was shocked. I went to one of the store clerks, and they're like, yeah, I always tell people to get these, and can't believe it myself. They were like that these are still available. So had to cop these. Made room in my luggage for these. I don't know if that was smart or not, because you know, retail on these is $150. They're only reselling for like $180, $185, $190. So not much. Your profit margin is actually greater on the white and black Air Force Ones because they're cheaper. And those go for like around $160. So $60 more than retail. Speaking of the black ones, I am going to try to complete the collection and get the black ones as well. I would like to do that. So that's what I'm going to be aiming for in future restocks, are the black ones. And then I'll do an unboxing video if I happen to cop those. Even though it's like crazy late and there's other unboxing videos, need content for the channel, right? So I should try one of these on. I'll try one of these on. What I'm currently wearing are the Gore-Tex Air Force Ones. This is one of the few pairs of Air Force Ones that I own, and these are great. I got these in a size 12, so I'll try on these size 12s also. These are great. I'm going to do a wear review of these. Stay tuned for that. That's going to be a really good video. My thoughts on these. I wore these all around Europe, and so have some thoughts on these. Stay tuned for that wear review video. Make sure you subscribe, and if you're subscribed, maybe click the notifications. I never say to do that because I don't think people actually do that, but who knows? Maybe you will if I say it. So yeah, wear review coming up on these. Actually, I'm not going to try on the 12s because I already know how 12s fit in these. I'm going to try on the 11.5s for you. I'm sure many of you are well versed in sizing for Air Force Ones, so I don't have to get super in depth about that. I think for the most part they fit true to size. You can, of course, depending on preference, go half size up, you'll be fine, or half size down if you like a snugger fit. I think, well, Air Force Ones, I do know people tend to go half size down. They do run a tad big. I got half size up on these Gore-Tex ones, knowing I'd probably wear them in the winter, and might wear thicker socks. So I think that was a smart move with these. with something like this or the whites that you might wear in summer, I'm sure you can go true to size or half size down. If you happen to notice a hole in my sock, yes, that's a hole in my sock. I noticed it as I put these on, but was too lazy to change them out. This is from a metal eye stay in some Timbs. Some eco-friendly Earthkeeper Timbs that started to come undone and just keep snagging socks every time I put my foot in them. This is important with Air Force Ones. I tend to be lazy and slide, shove my shoe into these like a freaking sausage into a crepe. I just wedge my my foot in a lot of times into my sneakers, and that's not great because I did that with these and then it bends the heel, like the cardboard reinforcement in the heel, and then it will always do that. It gradually breaks down and loses support, so don't do that. As you can see with these, it has that nylon interior versus these where it's the soft fabric. Either way, make sure you take the time, don't be lazy, get your foot good and wide, foothold good and wide, so your foot can just slide in right like that. Okay, yeah, the 11.5s, true to size, I think that's the play. Now I have both the size 12 and 11.5. The 12 I didn't have an option on in Berlin. That's all they had that would fit me. So actually they did have 11. And this is why I wanted to try this out, because the guy's like, yeah, these do run a little big. You could fit an 11, but in my old age, I'm just sick of like tight shoes. Call me old, call me a boomer. If there's a chance they're going to be tight or uncomfortable, I'm like not about that life anymore. So I in typical like boomer fashion, I went maybe a little too big with these. But that's okay because, if I didn't point it out, you see the Supreme branding there. Obviously you see it on the side of the heel, outside of the heel. A good time to bring up, now I have two pairs, one to rock, one to stock, bring up what I think about this collaboration and its future. I put a poll up on my YouTube channel probably a month ago, asking people what they thought about the Supreme Air Force One collab, where they thought it would be going in the future. I think I put up 3 options. This is an indefinite partnership, more colorways to come. The end is near. Cop them while you can. And then I think I put the third option was this is not indefinite. It will stop, but it will go for at least 1 more year. And that was the most popular answer. I think 50% of the people that voted, shouts to everyone who voted, 50% of the people chose that option, that this isn't indefinite, but will go on for, sometime longer. And then the next most popular answer was, this is an indefinite partnership, more colorways to come. Least amount of votes was, the end is near. So thanks for participating. Keep your eye out. I put polls up occasionally to see what you guys think on certain topics. So should we put the size 12 on just for comparison? Sure. I always get questions about fit and stuff, so I'll do that for you guys really quick. Quality construction craftsmanship, I would say, on these, excellent. I mean, you can kind of look at, I guess there's a little inconsistencies in separation there, but like a little glue right there. But for the most part, materials on these wheats are great. I mean, that's part of the reason for the heftier price tag. So I would give that, these, pretty good grade on that as far as Nikes are concerned. Also question, do you guys take out your stickers? I think that's a big sticker. I think I would take that out. Usually I keep my size stickers in, so let me know in the comments if you're still watching, if you take your stickers out of the insole like that. Oh, also there's a quality control sticker stuck on the inside there. That's weird. Okay. I think, my personal opinion on that poll, I think that's tough to tell. Nike and Supreme have a long history of working together. These obviously sell out a ton. I don't know from a business standpoint why you would stop. But I don't know. I think they are going to stop these eventually. Move on to something else, maybe a Dunk, maybe a blazer. They could repeat a lot of things over and over and just make money. So I think these will come to an end, but maybe not like quickly. So I think that's my vote. That's not my vote. That's my answer, or my thought, my guess. If you stuck a gun to my head and said guess, that would be my guess. So obviously bigger, but not too big. I'd wear these fall, wear a thicker pair of socks, and these are perfect. Definitely more room in the toe area. I'm not standing up, so I can't give you the full assessment here. Not standing up, but just sitting down. That's my thoughts. These, speaking of Air Force Ones and styling, clearly these are not a shorts shoe. I'm wearing these with black Nike socks, old black beat up Nike socks, and these are definitely go better, in my opinion, with pants. I think you'd all agree. To me, Air Force Ones are pants shoes 100% of the time, unless you're making a weird YouTube video like this. That's me. So final thing, let's get to a rating here. What do I rate these? Air Force One, not my silhouette, so it's not going to get a 10, that's for sure. Probably not going to get a 9. The Air Force One Paranoise G-Dragon Peace Minus One, those are great. That's a great Air Force One. Watch that unboxing video if you want. That's something like that, I would give like an 8.5, 8.75. These are super clean. Great, subtle collab here. Really like it. I think 7.75. I think that's a pretty good rating. 7.75 is a really good rating, but I think it would have to be a different silhouette to get it up into the 8 range for me. I think this is like just a really great 8 Air Force One. Like I said, the G-Dragons in white, I give those maybe above an 8 or an 8 or above. These aren't those. That's a very creative shoe. These are just pretty standard with a subtle hit there and the collaboration. So yeah, I think I'll go 7.75. I think that's a generous rating. And that goes to show the quality, this leather, the clean look, clean colorway. So 7.75. And I think that's being generous, but I'm not going to change it. So there's my rating. What do you guys like these? What's your favorite of the 3 colorways? Let me know. Vote in that poll. It's still up, I think. And yeah, stay tuned for the wear review of these. Also, if you're Supreme fans, I have a unboxing coming up of the box logo hoodie and bowling ball. There's a tease. You want to subscribe for that. Thanks for watching.